Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about risks for sudden infant death syndrome. So that's kind of a difficult and serious topic, but I feel it's important to address it. So in my previous video, I talked about how if you're exclusively breastfeeding and there's an absence of hazards, then bringing your baby into bed with you and breastfeeding them is about the same level of risk for sudden infant death as it is if the baby is in the Moses basket next to you. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what constitutes a hazard. So this little video just talks about what things that are related to the baby, and I'm going to talk in a separate video about things that are related to the parents and things that are related to the circumstances. So for baby. So the most important thing to know, which you probably already know for baby, is they need to sleep on their back. And when this was understood, and there was a campaign called the Back to Sleep campaign, the level of sudden infant death in the UK dropped by half. So this is really important. Now, most of you will know that. But sometimes if you've had a baby in the hospital or in NICU, sometimes those babies are put to sleep on their front or their side in the hospital, perhaps in an incubator, for specific reasons. So it's really important to know that that is a hospital specific thing. Your baby is being very heavily monitored at that point. If anything was to go wrong, the monitoring and the nurses would pick that up. So when you come home, it's important to put them on their back to sleep. Okay. So related that, I suppose, is there's a higher risk of sudden infant death if your baby was born small or early. So small would be something under 2.5 kilograms, something like that. The other risk that's associated with the baby, I suppose, but also with you, mum, is what you're feeding your baby. So if you're exclusively breastfeeding, that really lowers the risk for SIDS, but it also means that if you're either mixed feeding or formula feeding, your risk for SIDS is higher under those circumstances.